speaking with
University in Kyoto.
which is the cheapest and which is Okay, hello guys, it's a new project in Islam English Academy. Today we're talking about Japan, from Japanese traveler Madoka. Yeah?
Yes,
Madoka. Okay, now it's a new project, and now I would like to talk about some new information about it. Of course, in the future we will continue it to interview with foreign students who came to Uzbekistan for travel or for studying purposes, and I hope it would be great to know about their culture or their lifestyle. Yeah. Okay. Now it's turn to Madoka to tell about herself. Yes.
Okay. Hello guys. My name is Madoka Kikuchi, and I'm from Japan. And so now I'm 28 years old. So I was graduated in Japanese university called as Bizning University in Kyoto. Kyoto is like Uzbekistan's Japanese Samarkand. It's kind of the traditional city, and I studied there for 4 years, and my facility was art and culture.
Okay, well done. You look very young in that age. Okay, let's begin with begin with some questions. That's very interesting questions for you. I think what's the most interesting things in your culture?
Well, so like historically, like Japan is so many Asian cultures is coming to Japan from even from East Asia, even from Middle Asia, South Asia, and there many cultures coming to Japan, and Japan is kind of the country we are very how can I say? It's kind of a professional of developing our culture from other cultures. So we get some knowledge from the other culture, and we are developing. So I think you can see such a thing from everything, from the food or from the religion, something like that.
And it's the best time to go to the Japan is I think the spring, because the tree called which tree the blossom in Japan? Sakura. It's very beautiful, and there are lots of pink flowers.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. The interesting question for everyone that's about samurai in Japan. Is there still samurais in Japan?
Actually, samurai was disappeared in 19th century because of the government tried to become to be a modern society. Yeah. So we decided to put off the katana, sword, but still I think that maybe samurai heart is still living in our culture.
Yeah. Wow, good.
Move here and up to the sofa
which is the cheapest and which is expensive one? How can we say it's when it comes to the financial things, which is the cheapest and which is the most expensive university?
Well, actually, it's still a difficult question, but the payment differences is depending on the university. The university is from private or national. So basically, national university is much cheaper than the private university. So average payment for 1 year for national university is gonna be $8,000. And for university, it's gonna be $10,000. No, sorry, $10,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$10,000.
So yeah, the national one is more cheaper.
It's interesting question to know for everyone, I think. Is there any scholarships that the foreign students can get?
Yes. We have a lot of scholarship for the foreign students, but like when I searched it, I think there is few options for applying before going to Japan. After going to Japan, you can find some scholarship, but it depends on the Japanese level or depends on the scores in the university.
Yeah. And in order to get the so it means in order to get the higher scholarships, they have to know the Japanese language. Yeah. If they know that it's a better thing, and then without knowing the Japan, they can get the higher scholarship from the university or the government.
Government or also private one. But also like we have a lot of government supports for the foreign students. But now maybe so many people wants to go to Japan, so like it's better to get the high score of Japanese skill.
Yeah. Okay. The next question is how foreign students can get a visa for their country. It's a very interesting and the most difficult question, I think, to answer. But our students also have an interest to know about the visa, as it's the hardest one to get visa to your country.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, like so when you want to get the Japanese visa for as a student, first you need the Japanese skill. I think maybe someone knows there's the Japanese language test like IELTS. And there's the level like N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, and N1 is the highest, and then 5 or 6, 7 is the low, I guess. And when you want to go to the university as an exchange student, and if you want to get the course from the university, you need to have N2 skills. N2 is like almost fluent speaking Japanese. But like if you want to go to the Japanese language school, it's gonna be N5 is the lowest level. But like that I said, like I think it's better to learn if you want to go to Japan. I think it's better to study Japanese in Uzbekistan because it's much cheaper and it's more easier.
And most of the people, I think, don't speak in English in Japan. Like Uzbekistan.
So like if you can speak Japanese language, Japanese people really love the people who can speak Japanese. So it's much easier to get the friends or make the own community. So I highly recommend you to study Japanese before going there.
Okay, well. It's the end of our interview, and the last question is what's your advice for the students who are going to study in Japan?
Okay.
And not only students but also the people who wants to visit your country, to travel as a tourist, and wait is the best time to visit your country, or is there some special events in some months, and it would be great if they go there while the special event is happening, I think.
Okay, well actually even all the season we have a lot of activities. I mean, it's like Japan culturally and historically, Japanese culture is so like hard connected with the nature. So like in the springtime that we said, like there's so many cherry blossom is growing, it's very beautiful. But in the summertime you can see the cultural national festival in the summertime. And in autumn you can see the great like changing leaves, because 70% of Japanese land is mountain, so you can see the beautiful nature in that time. And then even in the winter time, you can go to the hot springs. So yeah, we have so many cultures for there. So like even in the any season, I think everyone can enjoy
What's
it.
your opinion about this interview and about Uzbekistan, Madoka?
Oh well, like I'm glad to come this one, and it was nice talking with even for me. So I hope this video will help the Uzbekistan people who wants to go to abroad. Okay. So like study better in Islam Academic Center.
Yeah.
Come
You are
better in Islam English Academy. せーの。
Gamale.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.